As the political system in Nigeria has taken a new dimension, today in Kano, the Islamic preachers of the northern Nigeria had endorsed Peter Obi of Labour Party as their presidential candidate. They report.
And humility that we stand before you today to endorse the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, His Excellency Peter Obi. We have carefully evaluated the stances and policies of all the candidates and have come to the conclusion that His Excellency Peter Obi is the best choice for our nation.
Occasion we just make it to endorse Peter Obi by Islamic clerics here in not only in Kano, in the northern part of Nigeria.
There's no religion in politics. We are just focused on integrity and accountability. So all of these characters, all these good behaviors, is His Excellency Peter Obi of Labour Party. He is the one of all of the presidential candidates that has it. So that is why we Islamic preachers, we know the East, we know the East, we are here to solidarity and endorse to defeat Obi as a president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in this coming election 2023.
At the end, they urged Nigerians to open their eyes and vote a right candidate. As the political...
Yes, Nigerian people, greetings to you all. This is the Comrade Show, and my name is Comrade Lante Ikmamusa Oriahi. If you are joining us, don't go away. It's massive, and the news is good for all obedience worldwide. But we're going to try to look at what is making the news so good for Peter Obi and, of course, the Labour Party. Don't go away. It is still the Comrade Show. In case if you could, just share and like this broadcast. I'll be with you now.
This is the Comrade Show.
Yes, for Nigerians who have been very concerned about the Peter Obi campaign, and of course, the support level of Peter Obi campaign in the northern part of Nigeria, let me assure you that things are looking good. And as a matter of fact, it's increasingly looking like Peter Obi is probably going to win the northern part of Nigeria. Even is the only candidate right now that is accepted in all the geopolitical zones of Nigeria. Everybody right now is talking about Peter Obi. There was massive support for Peter Obi right in Kano, in the rally held in Kano. Massive support across the northern states of Nigeria. The South is already in the bag, and so nothing right now stops Peter Obi from becoming the president of Nigeria. But the truth matter is this: why is this happening? But I'm going to give you some illustrations. Now, some of the reasons why this is happening right now is because the world, and of course indeed Nigerians, are beginning to see more and more that the only credible candidate on the field is Peter Gregory Obi. The only serious-minded candidate is Peter Gregory Obi. In midst of the seriousness of this political campaign, as serious as the issues are, what is beginning to embarrass Nigeria even before we even go to the elections are images like this. Very embarrassing. The whole world is talking about this. A very serious matter of discourse concerning the future of this country, yet what Nigerians are getting, are images like this. It doesn't show seriousness. It doesn't. Of course, we know that we cannot cheat nature. Of course, we know that, of course, some of these things happen, but when it becomes too frequent, it calls for some concern. But that is not just the issue. All the candidates have issues. Now, I want to take you out of Nigeria to show you something. This happened in Malawi. It was the National Day of People with Disabilities. A national day, and the entire government of Malawi was present, including the president of Malawi, and something happened. Just take a look, then we'll talk about this. That is the Malawian president solidarizing with a physically challenged loud. That's the president. That's Mr. President of Malawi. You know, I played this footage. I came across it. I was very proud. I was glad because what you just saw speaks to this election being about competence, being about, you know, preparedness, being about fitness. Now, all of these things, being about capacity, all of these virtues you cannot find in the other candidates, particularly Atiku Abubakar and Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You can't find these virtues in them. And we need this fitness. We need fitness of the body and of the mind to run a country like Nigeria, particularly with the way things are today. But these virtues you find completely in Peter Gregory Obi. This is Peter Obi. That's Peter Gregory Obi. This is Peter Gregory Obi, who has time to look after his own health, his physical health, his mental health. This is Peter Gregory Obi even playing football. This is Peter Gregory Obi taking out time. This is what he does every morning. You know, very early in the mornings, he takes out time to jog around his neighborhood. And of course, this Peter Gregory Obi is one that would like to see like this come May 29, 2023 as president of Nigeria. Because the man is fit, he's got capacity, he's prepared for the job, he knows Nigeria inside out, and he, of course, knows what the issues are and how to tackle these issues. And his mental health is intact. He's a young person who can do the job and Nigerians can believe. And these are some of the reasons why he's raking in endorsements all across Nigeria. Meanwhile, on the part of Atiku Abubakar, Atiku Abubakar is out of this race. As a matter of fact, the revelations coming from that young man who claimed to be, and he has proven that, you know, to be, you know, an ex-aide of Atiku Abubakar. He just released Atiku Gate Part 3. As a matter of fact, Atiku is nailed. Michael Achimogu. Let's take a listen a bit.
Governor Wike's crisis with Atiku did not begin during the PDP presidential primaries of 2022. Because way back in 2020, at the time when Atiku was seriously considering retirement, until his children literally, in his own words, forced him to run again, I was having a conversation via email with Atiku. I was complaining about the pulling down of a hotel for breaching COVID protocols in Port Harcourt by Governor Wike. I felt that behavior was confounding to me. Atiku had told me when the conversation went towards the presidential politics that, in his estimation, Wike will be a lame duck by 2022 because, in his own words, Wike cannot match him money for money because Wike will be saving up money for his retirement. There's nothing Wike was ever going to do that would have sat right with Atiku, especially because Atiku's cabal fear that Wike's strong personality will be a problem for them if they want to control him. And sure, they will want to control him because, after all, they have control over their own master. Now you're going to like this one. Governor Okowa of Delta State is Atiku's running mate for vice president. Prince Olatunji Olusoji is Okowa's senior special advisor on special duties. He's a party-loving man and spends his money on Atiku's campaign. But you can see from his WhatsApp chats and phone conversations with me and he does not want Atiku and Okowa to win. He uses very strong words like Okowa must perish. He describes Atiku as being desperate, a betrayer, and deceitful. Prince Olatunji is angry about the looting of the resources of Delta State to fund Atiku's desperation. He goes on to assert very strongly that Governor Okowa, his employer, paid a bribe of $5 million to a certain General Gusau, who, along with the PDP chairman Ayu, went around to meet some notable people in Nigeria to ensure that Okowa, rather than Governor Wike, emerged as, the VP candidate of the party. Listen very carefully to his words, read carefully his messages, and understand the true state of mind of genuine Atiku followers and supporters who are still within that system. Olusoji is not an ex-aide or a former aide like myself. He's a currently serving aide who is angry about both injustice, about corruption, and the likes. Will you also accuse him of having collected 200 million from some other opponent? Will he be called a blackmailer as well? Listen to the genuineness of his anger and understand the true state of mind of a lot of other Atiku supporters and aides whose testimonies I will also be putting out in the sequel to this episode.
Atiku say no get money again. They say not get the kind of money to take contest election now. What the shit? They say not get money this time to run this election. It's broke. But why Atiku go the fight Wike? Who are the Atiku's advisors? Okay, bros, see, now Okowa and Ayu name is leader. Okowa and Ayu, especially Ayu. Okowa is using Ayu to do the damage. But the damage will be for all of them now. If the entire party loses, not be all of them lose. You know what happened? Before the primaries, Okowa and Ayu went round. Ayu carried Okowa. Okowa went to they gave General Gusau $5 million. Wow. So General Gusau went to work on IBB. Okay. IBB and General Gusau. IBB and General Gusau were the ones who imposed Okowa on Atiku. Okay. Yes, yeah. They were the ones. You know, see as Wiki disgrace Atiku. Yes, no. Not small. I support Wiki. I stand with Wiki. And you know, say Atiku they lie. You expose Atiku the way Atiku they talk lie. Atiku they lie. Yeah, he finish Atiku. Yes, no. Atiku knows about the plot. He was just going to deceive Wiki. Wiki don't disgrace our public now. You say your governor don't carry state enter debt, and he's saying collect loan of 140 billion over Atiku matter. His total amount of loan we don't collect now almost 250 billion. Jesus. Almost 250 billion they don't collect on this Atiku matter. They sponsor Atiku. Atiku say no get money again. They say not get the kind of money to take contest election now. What the shit? How would Nigeria get better? And like you rightly said in your message to me at that time, you said Atiku will not appoint people based on competence because he has made promises to different people. Of course. So how is he going to make the country work? How? We are not going anywhere. I won't lie to you. I don't see you people winning this election. You will not win this election. They look for money. They want to live like now their papa election. They want to extort people. Yes. Crazy people. No. It's a papa extortion. They are still full everywhere.
Anyway, let me not belabor us with too much of this because there's so much more, in this particular episode of Atiku Gate released by this Achimogu young man. The funny thing about it is the revelations are startling and they are frightening. Okay, it's for every woman in Nigeria. It's important we understand that Atiku is out of this race. As a matter of fact, it's important we equally understand that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is out of this race. The only person who remains consistent, the only candidate that Nigerians can believe. As a matter of fact, I had a discussion with some people yesterday, and I told them that I've repeatedly mentioned this, that the only option Nigerians have is Peter Gregory Obi. He's the only man right now without any political blemish that we can believe. This matter is that serious today that even whether this is some joke, I don't know, but the seriousness of it, this next image will speak to it even more.
When you see betterment of this Nigeria, when you go say make you go vote for APC, for PDP, you say make you go vote for them. As you dey comot for house, you go die. As you dey comot for house, you go die. If you comot for house, vote for Labour Party. If you comot for house, vote for Labour Party. Vote for Peter Obi. Vote for Peter Obi. Every candidate will come out for Labour Party. Vote for all of them. If you vote for them, better thing, the gods of thunder will give it to you. Better thing, the gods of thunder will give it to you. If you go vote for APC, you vote for PDP, you go die, you go die. Gods of thunder will locate you and suck your blood. Will locate you and suck your blood. He will locate you and suck your blood, oh. Hey, hey. Today, anybody wey go say make you go vote. As you dey go polling unit, just make they give you money. You collect the money finish, vote for Peter Obi. If you not vote for Peter Obi and you go vote for them, gods of thunder! Gods of thunder! Gods of thunder! We suck your blood. He will suck your blood. I said he will suck your blood. Let me ask my ancestors. If Peter Obi, I know he's gonna be the winner.
It looks dramatic, but the truth of the matter is that this is the feeling of very many Nigerians today. Nigerians want change. We cannot write the same old story using a different pen and expecting a different result. It is the same story. We must change the story, we must change the pen, we must change the paper. That is what it's about. Everybody is hurting. And that is why we have consistently mentioned and asked Nigerians to go and get their PVCs, because the PVC is our strength. I am glad that the report coming out that a lot of people have gotten their PVC. Many are still queuing to get their PVCs. People are doing so much. Let's do more. The system is frustrating. The system is really, really frustrating. Let's do our best to do more. For my brothers and sisters in the East, let's not be deterred. Just a couple of days ago, somebody was beheaded by some people who call themselves unknown gunmen, because of elections, claiming that election will not take place in Igbo land to create fear and panic. Let's not deter. Let's not despair. Let us ensure that we vote in this election. But if we don't, we are giving some of these people the power to keep up with this intimidation. And for those of you who may know these people, give them up. Report them to the police. If you can't, you are afraid, anonymously send us the information. We will forward the information to the appropriate sources. They need to be fished out because they are not just enemies of Nigeria, they are even enemies of the Igbos. How can you say you are defending Igbo land and what you are doing is to use guns to kill your own people? You keep the war in your home front. Boko Haram, they are doing havoc to every Nigerian. You did not go out there to go and confront Boko Haram. You are keeping the war in your own home front. You are killing your own people, and you are speaking against that which has the capacity and the propensity to change the course of Nigeria's history, to make life better for all Nigerians. You are killing Nigerians in the name of elections should not take place in the East. You will be disappointed. Every Igbo man and woman should disappoint these uncircumcised and unfit human beings to even be called Igbo people, and vote in this election and determine to ensure that Peter Obi become president of this country. On the issue of PVC, it has become the way it is to the extent that a young man, I watched this video and I said I'm going to play it. he made sarcasm of it. And I like the sarcasm. If we decide and choose to remain in this perpetual difficulty, if we decide to remain in this state of imbroglio that we are in this country politically, socially, economically, and otherwise, then let us not get our PVCs. But this man captured it a lot better than I would. Let's take a listen.
Get your PVC. If you like, don't get your PVC. Now this guy, in fact, it's even better you don't vote, because it's good that we suffer like this. See the time. It's almost 2 a.m. and we are out here trying to get fuel. We're in the queue. But this is the upside of it is that this thing is even good. We should be here in the queue and be struggling to get fuel at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. It encourages team bonding or ethnicity bonding, because in this queue now I've met some people from other ethnic group. I've met an Igbo man, I've met a Yoruba man, I've met an Hausa man, and we are bonding as Nigerians. So left to me, don't vote for good governance. Let's continue like this so that we can meet ourselves in queue in midnight, encourage ourselves. Yeah, this one are even VIP people. The people that are inside, we are VIP because we have paid 2K at the gates to enter. Everybody that is outside, they never pay. They queue since 6 o'clock. We will pay 2K, jump the queue, enter VIP. We will have jumped the queue. We are VIP Nigerians. So that's, see us now, VIP. We don't pay 2K for gates. All the people that have not paid.
This is a part of the story, the Nigerian story, the very bad Nigerian story. Part of those reasons why we must get our PVCs and ensure that we vote for Peter Gregory Obi in this election. Let's do the best that we could. Let's try and trust again. There is a chance that a new Nigeria can actually be born. And there's a chance that we can give birth to a Nigerian promise that ultimately will lead to the Nigerian dream. Let's do this for ourselves. Let's do this for the future of our nation. Let's vote for Peter Gregory Obi. He's the only man who is prepared for this job. Obi and Yusuf Dati, they are ready for the job. And for those who may not know, you know, it is now being said that the picture of Peter Obi or Yusuf Dati may not be on the ballot paper, but we'll have LP. So let's make noise with this. Papa, Mama, and Peking is the logo. LP is probably what we are going to look out for. Let's teach our fathers, our brothers, our sisters, everyone, let everybody be aware so that we vote, you know, for the right person, which is Peter Gregory Obi. Let's not forget, our lives depend on this election. Fellow Nigerians, what more can we say? I just thought we'd come and make some sense out of some of these things. I hope we're able to learn from it. Let's share, let's like, let's keep promoting until the job gets done. My name remains Comrade Lamte Momusa Oreahi. You've been watching the Comrade Show. God bless you. I'll see you again when I see you.
Comrade Show, wait. Comrade Lamte Oreahi. This is the Comrade Show.